Hello, it's me, Danyell Carmelita, your favorite tarot reader and astrologer. Today we're going to talk about Cancer season, the astrology, all the transits that will be affecting you, Venus retrograde, and more. All that we can expect under this beautiful Cancer season. Oh, and summer solstice is also involved. So if you're ready for all that, let's get started. So, I have some announcements. First of all, I have some videos. My last video was a collective reading, so go ahead and click that if you're into tarot and not just into astrology. What else do I have? I think I'm looking to see. I discussed the new moon. We already had that. I also have a podcast. Okay. The podcast talks about the current energy in the sky. Also with tarot, I get a little more real. Okay. Because I did upload a few episodes on YouTube, but it's not on YouTube. You have to go and click the link in a bio to really listen to the podcast because I really don't want to hold back on my theories and my thoughts on it basically talks about current events and how astrology is affecting current events, also maybe some predictions with each episode you get, and you actually get to learn astrology if you are new to astrology. All that is on there. Sorry if you hear any noise. I am at home. It is summertime and my kids are home. So just want you to know that. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment. If you're into this, if you love this, if you know other people who are into this, please share. That helps me. I'm doing this service for free. I also have some availabilities for some readings. So go ahead, click the link in the bio for that. So here we go. Here are the transits for Cancer season. Normally, I do this weekly and by the month, but actually, it doesn't make sense to do it that way. It makes more sense to do it when it is each season. So now we are in the season of Cancer. Cancer season started June 21st. It's going to end July 21st. And then you see at the very bottom, July 22nd, we enter what do we enter? I'm sorry. I'm trying to show my face and show this. Can I do that? I'm trying to see if I can. I'm not sure if I can. I'm trying to. I'm pressing every button. Sorry. Sorry. Okay. Anyway, but if you see there, it is it ends July 22nd. Okay. So we have that. Let's see. Oh, also too, screenshot this and you can go ahead and mark your calendars. And if you know anything about astrology, see if any of this is resonating with you on the day. It's annoying me because I really can't see the whole thing. It's like cut off. Very bizarre. Sorry, that's just on my end. Okay, so this is what we have here. We have the ingress means that it's going in each zodiac sign. Okay, so June 21st, of course, we're in Cancer season now. On the 26th, Mercury enters Cancer. And whenever Mercury is the closest sign to the sun and earth, so that's why we always have Mercury is going to not usually enter the sun sign. Mars is going to enter Virgo July 10th. And also then we have Mercury entering Leo. I have the times on the previous picture. So go ahead. You can see the times, the exact times. The lunar nodes are going to enter Aries and Libra. And on the 22nd, again, we have the sun entering Leo. Now, look at our moons. We have a full moon in Capricorn, which is the full moon is always the opposite sign of the sun season that we're in. So, and I was going to say our sign because I am a sun in Cancer, a Cancer sun. So, but Capricorn is going to be the full moon. Whenever we are in whatever sun season, it is the polarized opposite, the polarized sign. So for example, Gemini, sun in Gemini, we're going to have a full moon in Sagittarius. I was going to say Jupiter. Anyway, but yes, so we have a new moon in Cancer, and the new moon is always going to be in the same sign of the sun sign, just for all the newbies or people if you didn't know. So we have two retrogrades happening here. We have Neptune is going to station retrograde June 30th, and Venus, and there's a typo there, goes to Leo, and that's the 22nd. We're going to touch on that. I am going to do a more in-depth video on that energy, but we will get into that a little bit more. Okay, so let me show you this transit here. Now, see, this is what I know I did this before, and I'm trying to do it now where I show you this layout. For some reason, it's not working. Sorry, it was working. I guess I have to be on my iPad for it to work, which is very interesting. Okay, anyway, doesn't matter. I'm still pressing buttons. But this is what we're going to talk about right now. Okay, so let's get into it. And I'm just pulling up my notes so you can see. And we're going to the 10th. Okay, so first of all, let me tell you about Cancer season. Your sun is going to be in each different house depending on your rising sign, but we are currently in Cancer season, and Cancer season represents this energy is going to last all the way to July 21st, and it's a water sign, and it's ruled by the moon, and it's feminine energy, and its top priority is to spend time with people who get you. I tweeted this the other day. Okay, and you want to spend as much time doing things that you enjoy. It's very be at home energy, comfort, feeling love. The energy you get is sensitivity, mother, home, past, very nostalgia, children, emotions, very internal and introspective energy is what you're going to deal with. The common themes of the collective for Cancer season. Now, summer solstice, which was on the 21st, and it's every year on the 21st, and that is when, and it's so funny because like Juneteenth is giving us summer solstice energy. Everyone's excited to be out, and it's now a legal holiday in America. So, but we all practice summer solstice. We probably call it something else. Okay. It's when you get outside, you're barbecuing, you're enjoying the sun. There are things you can do every year, every time there's a summer solstice. And a solstice is almost like a new year for each season, and it's just bringing in the new season. Okay, so for summer solstice, you can do yoga, you can take a walk, connect with nature, go swimming because you're dealing with a water sign, Cancer, and each cardinal sign starts the solstice. Okay, and you can light a candle because there is this sun, this energy of celebrating the sun. So lighting a candle in your home is like a mini solstice celebration, being social because now everyone's outside. Okay, winter's over, everyone go outside, that kind of energy. Meditating, and also cleansing spiritually and physically. Cleanse the energy with a sage. I have some sage there. Whatever you do with sound, Reiki, whatever you use to cleanse the energy, and even physically taking a bath also too, cleaning the home. Okay, so now let's get into June 25th. And oh, wait, no, that's the wrong one. June 25th. Oh, no. Oh, I don't have that one on here. Do I? Unless that one's backwards. Where is my June 25th? Sorry, you guys. Did I not put it on here? Interesting. Okay, it's not on here. And I see that it's backwards. Can I change it? No, I don't know how to change it. Okay. So that's July. No, is it backwards? Okay, so I don't have the transit showing you June 25th, but June 25th, Mercury squares Neptune. Okay, that's what we're going to first have. And if you're live and you're watching this video is going to be saved. I just started, but we're going over Cancer season and its transits for astrology. So June 25th, Mercury squares Neptune. So you may feel a little delusional and things may not be clear on that day. This is a day that you can communication can be misunderstood because Mercury is about communication. It's also about your day-to-day experiences, and then it's squaring. Squaring is tension and challenging, and it's challenge with Neptune. And Neptune is the energy of delusions and dreams and the subconscious and secrets. So you could have some miscommunication, or maybe there's some secrets that may be revealed and you didn't communicate the secrets. Someone else can communicate the secrets. There's a worry of idealizing people or situation. You may have difficulty relating to the world because you're really in the subconscious mind. Be careful in when it comes to negotiating or any kind of business ideas, because there could be some misreputations, I don't know what's going on with my speech, but you can have some false awareness of what's going on in both directions. Okay, so it's a great energy to study anything religious or spiritual or mystical, because you'll be more on that energy that day. That's on the 25th. So on the 26th, we have Mars is squaring Uranus. This is June 26th. Okay, so you can have some unexpected problems anytime you're dealing with Uranus. And Mars is the energy. It's what we do to pursue things, right? And it's squaring, which I said earlier, is challenging Uranus, which is always expect the unexpected. And Uranus is all about freedom too. So unexpected problems with your body, because Uranus is dealing with the sign of Taurus, or resources. And then when achieving things in a creative or fun way. So like, for example, maybe you were supposed to do some painting and you broke your arm. I'm just saying, I'm just trying to give you what that energy looks like for the collective. You can be impulsive or restless. You don't want to be free from all restraints, but you may feel the energy of being a little rebel, okay? A little bit of rebelliousness. You go now should be, okay. I don't know what I wrote here. But create change is probably what you're going to be into. You're like, I'm tired of the same old. I need a little change, because that's what Uranus is about. Authority figures and close relationships, especially ones from the past, there could be some objects of rebellion with that energy. So that is what you have on the 26th. But also on the 26th, you have Mercury entering Cancer. And Mercury is the planet, like I said, of communication, thoughts, ideas, and mental activity. And Cancer is all about feelings. Okay. How do we feel? Everyone with emotions as a collective, they're going to be more emotional. They're going to be more intuitive, not as logical as an air energy. And that's what we had with Mercury and Gemini. Take things personal, and they don't want to be criticized, because that's where you get when it's not in the upright, when it's not very positive. So you may get people who are very sensitive. But with this help of Mercury, the emotions will be a little bit more logical, because Mercury is the ruler of air sign, Gemini. So you could have more of a logical sense with your emotions. Mercury in Cancer makes everyone think a little bit deeper, because water is always a little bit more deeper. Communication is going to be with the softer touch, because Cancer is also representing being a nurturer, more intimidated, and share ourselves more personally with others. Definitely be more intimate. Okay. Focus on all the things that make us feel more comfortable and safe and loved. That would be the focus of conversations, and our mentality is security in the home. So people probably will really, depending on the placements of Mercury, will really be more into like, how can we secure the bag when it comes to our house or buying a house? Itching. Also, you guys, I didn't eat yet, and I'm fasting. So this is towards the end of my fast. So that's why I'm a little like, I worked out and I'm hungry. But I wanted to get this out here because I am late for the Cancer season. Cancer is very acute and very intuitive, and we care enough to stop talking and start listening during Cancer season. Very loving. I'm hoping this energy will really help a lot of people, and that is June 26th. So all the people who feel like they're not listening to me, June 26th, people are going to start listening to you and caring more. June 28th, we have the sun, which is in Cancer, is trine Saturn is currently in retrograde, not a big deal. It goes in retrograde half of the year, and that is in a sign of Pisces. So you're going to have because the sun represents your ego, and it's with the feminine energy though. So your ego is going to be working really well with boundaries and rules. Anytime two planets are trining each other, very positive. You actually don't have to do much effort. It's going to be attracted to you naturally. Okay. Sextile, you have to do more effort. That's another aspect. But trine, things are you're gonna naturally attract positive energy. So maybe naturally attract rules working for you, or limitations that were once limiting working for you. Maybe resourceful when it comes to your family. This is a great opportunity to get to know yourself through your relationships and how you affect your environment, or maybe your home, because we're dealing with a sun in Cancer. You're highly disciplined with this energy because Saturn is very disciplined and it's in retrograde. So there's a lot of introspective with this, because Cancer is already very feminine, and feminine energy is very inner energy. Okay. So it's a good day to work on things that require self-control, because you're going to be okay with restrictions and be able to channel all your energies towards things that you're able to obtain. Anything dealing with your goals and your ego and your identity, or maybe even your family, because we are dealing with the Cancer sign, you're going to be able to achieve them this day. Okay, so it's great energy on the 28th. On the 29th, Mercury, which is in the sign of Cancer, trines Saturn. Okay. And because they're in the same sign, they're trining the same planet. And trine, again, is naturally harmonious and naturally attracting things. You don't have to do much work. So you're going to be very clear headed, especially when it comes to your goals. Saturn is about your goals and your reputation. Okay. Saturn is very serious energy. Very clear communication when thinking about your public image. This is a great day of serious and thinking and important concerns. So work, work, work. The 28th and the 29th. Work, work, work. You would not be interested in abstract ideas. So the intuition energy, even though we're dealing with the Mercury Cancer, it's still going to be more logical and more grounded. Okay. And you may be more reserved with people and try not to be too serious, but there's a whole energy of being serious. If you have any business, do it the 20th and the 29th. The 30th, Neptune stations retrograde in Pisces. Once a year, Neptune goes into retrograde. It spends 14 years in each sign. Okay, so it's a very slow planet because it's the outer planet. Each of these retrograde periods lasts for a little bit over 5 months or 5 months. And Neptune is in retrograde about 40% of the year. So we feel this. It's not as big as Mercury, which is very trendy thing to say, retrograding, but it's in the sign, the degrees, not the sign. The degrees that Neptune goes retrograde is 27 degrees, and that's a Pisces, and it's a Gemini degree. Okay. So that's dealing with gadgets, communication, telephones, self-expression, books, day-to-day activities, your siblings, and your neighborhood. So be aware of that June 30th when it goes retrograde. And Neptune is the planet of illusions and dreams and spiritualities, the subconscious, the unconscious. There's also romance, deception, glamour, and illusion, delusions. Okay. When it goes in retrograde, there's a lot of blurring and confusion. Be aware of that. Okay. And there might be some blurring and confusion in communication, in social media, in telephones, in social media is really what I want to say. Be aware of that. Also, I think of Gemini as the news. Okay, so be aware there's some blurriness with that. Gemini also could represent gay, LBGT, because it also represents the rainbow. So be aware of the delusions and blurriness with that. In Neptune, okay, which is the home of Pisces. So we don't know what direction to take or follow whenever Neptune is in retrograde, and Neptune retrograde urges us to look inward. So these few days before, you're very logical, you're very practical, and now Neptune goes in retrograde, and now it's all about using that intuition and looking within and what is your gut telling you. With any retrograde, it's all about the external first, and then it turns internal. So be aware of that. And it's all about reflecting, reminding, remembering, it's slowing down, all the reassessing. Okay. If you want to add any of that, realizing, all that happens when you have retrograde. Okay. So you might realize that maybe it's a time to change your therapist, or change your spiritual worker, or change your church. Okay. Our perceptions of reality, is turned on its head, and we are forced to be aware that this is a fantasy or an illusion. So your future, you're going to be aware of some fears and some phobias. Okay. And this will be maybe a reality check. You're going to be like, whoa, it's just going to be a bunch of reality checks when you have Neptune in retrograde. So this will be really challenging for air signs, because air signs are very logical thinkers, and they don't want to they don't want to go with the things that you cannot touch and see energy. Okay. But water signs are going to love this. They're already in this space already, especially if you're a Mercury in a water sign. You're fine with this energy, or just a water sign energy, moon, sun, because water signs are already internal with this energy. So that's what. Oh, and it's mostly going to be intense. This transit can be intense for everyone, but only if they aren't open to embracing their mystical side and their natural nature. So your intuition. People who are into spirituality and intuition, or things you cannot touch, tangible things, you're going to have a problem with Mercury going retrograde. That same day, the sun is conjunct Mercury, and that to me always means, I wonder if there's a big announcement for the collective, politically, usually because the sun is putting light on communication of some sort, and it's in a conzimi, so it's in the heart of the sun, so it's really bigger than ever. This can emphasize the areas of everything Mercury rules, which is the ruler of Virgo energy and Gemini energy. So look in your natal chart, because look and see where that is, because there's going to be the sun is shining bright on that energy. Okay. So you're likely to have more conversations that day. There'll be a big announcement, like I said, for the collective. This is an excellent day to start a new business venture, because you're really into the details with this energy, and it's all about yourself and your ego, because the sun is about yourself and your ego and your drive and your vigor. Okay. This is the nature of this transit, makes you more concerned with matters that apply directly to yourself, so it's a good time to make plans for the future, and we're dealing with them both in the sun in a sign of Cancer. So there's an energy of dealing with family and home and stability and safety. Cancer is also the energy of a lot of money. Okay. Not a lot of money, but they're serious about the coin. Okay. Because they want stability and security. So you have that. Okay. Let me see what I have here. Do we have, okay, so this one is actually July 1st. So let me do July 1st. And Mercury is sextile Jupiter. This is a very positive transit. However, you have to put some work into it, okay? Because we're not dealing with trine, we're dealing with sextile. And Mercury, again, we explained, but Jupiter, it's all about expansion, faith, luck, okay? Traveling. Expansion, traveling Jupiter. So communicating and traveling can really work with this energy. So maybe communicating with your family that you want to travel, or with your children, or with your mom that you want to travel. Maybe even looking into a home outside of the country is this energy. Because you're dealing with Jupiter and Taurus. So resources outside of your home could be all thought about. Your attention turns larger issues in life, because you're like, we're not going to focus on the small picture. What is the bigger picture? What are we thinking about 10 years from now? So you're considering plans about the future and not just tomorrow or next week. Your hopes and wishes are more important under this transit, which is July 1st. At the same time, it's a good understanding of overall patterns in your life. Your mind is clear and sharp and alert to all possibilities of the day, and very positive, very faith-based energy. You're going to be very optimistic especially if you do the work for it. Okay. Being clear about what you want out of life will help you greatly in your dealings with other people with this energy. It's great for business and negotiations. And there's also traveling that's involved with this transit. So, and in that same day, July 1st, it's sextiling. Oh, I put that up there twice. Oh no, I didn't. Okay, because the sun and the sun is sextiling Jupiter because they're both in the sign of Cancer, and very positive day, July 1st. Okay, so extremely positive transit. You're going to think very positive of yourself. You're going to be very optimistic about your identity. This is an excellent day to be with friends. Traditionally, it's one of the transits regarding as lucky. Okay, my husband is called Lucky, but it's not just lucky. It's because you have the positive mindset, and a positive mindset is going to lead you to success in the future. This is also a good time to reflect on your life and examine your goals all this day. Idealism will be strong with this transit. Your relationship with people and authority will be good because you're not going to be selfish. Okay. You're going to be positive. You're going to be into the collective energy with that transit. So July 2nd, we have Venus squaring Uranus. Okay. And it won't be easy to attract things. Okay. Because now things that you're naturally attract, Venus is in challenge with unexpected freedom. Okay. Especially when it comes to your resources and your Taurus energy, because it's Taurus. Okay. Things that you attract naturally might come unexpectedly, won't come, but unexpectedly things that are going to make it a challenge is going to happen. And this could happen with your resources or your home or the farm or whatever you deem as a resource. Okay. This is not usually a profound transit, but when it's happening, you can produce some interesting results. So you can seek excitement and stimulation through your love relationship by provoking a fight. Okay. You're like, I need attention. You're not giving me attention, or well, not attention. Well, it is Venus and Leo. So yes, attention. And at the same time, you're going to also be saying, like, let's change it up. This is boring. I need a change. I need a shift because you're dealing with Uranus. So be careful of being impatient with loved ones under this transit just because you want some excitement. The transit can also test flexibility if you're someone who doesn't like change in relationships. Be aware of that. There's a tendency to flirt under this influences. Don't take it too seriously, okay? Be careful about spending too much money impulsively because you're dealing with Uranus and something could be coming out the blue and you're like, ooh, that looks shiny and amazing. No, don't fall for it July 2nd, okay? You may be bold with trying to get new things, especially when it comes to ideas of fulfilling yourself because you're dealing with Taurus and Leo energy. July 3rd, we have a full moon in Capricorn. And with that, you have the full moon is opposite of Cancer, and they're both sitting like this in the chart. Okay. Both signs are associated with security, yet they seek security in different ways. Capricorn is concerned with accomplishments and external status with Cancer, while Cancer wants us to tune into our feelings and feeling safe and comfort and safety. Okay. So there's external energy of feeling safe or of having security, and then there's the internal energy of feeling safe, and it's oppositing it. There's one's dealing with emotions and one's dealing with the physical energy. This full moon is about learning how to be tough and tender depending on your circumstances. Every full moon has us working to finish what we started because you started it in the new moon and now it's a full moon, which is halfway. Now, a Capricorn full moon is all about success and never taking no for an answer. So you might have a strong need to being useful to society and justifying your work to the outside world. You may underestimate what you want from yourself or for yourself. Okay, shyness may be accompanied with this energy. Don't seek approval from the outside. Okay. And you have to trust your inner values when you have this full moon. I will do a more detailed video on it. I am a Cancer baby. So my birthday is hovering around this energy. So hopefully I can get this done before then. Now, also too, we have July 2nd, Mercury sextile Uranus, and this is positive. So the next, not the next day, but the next few days, we will be into communicating, which is great, but we're going to be more sensitive and intuitive, and probably even be more free with our intuition and about the future and things that are unexpected. Will be okay. It's working with a more water energy, a more intuitive energy. This transit can signify a day when you make new discoveries. You may encounter people you've never met before who are very interesting. Try not to be too rigid with this transit. Oh, you'll also probably be talking to people who you don't really know. Don't be too rigid, because it's not about rigid with this energy. This transit will help you see fresh solutions, and you'll want to spend the day in your usual routine, but you shouldn't, okay? Because this is all about doing different things. It's a good day for studying subjects that bring you insight into the world. July 9th, Mercury trines Neptune. So thinking with your intuition is great July 9th, okay? If you want to get a tarot reading, if you want to seek a spiritual advisor, do it July 9th, because it's all about intuition, and tapping in with that third eye. So that's great energy. It's great. Your creativity and your imagination is going to be more stimulated. You'll be more sensitive to things around you, and you'll probably be daydreaming a lot more. And then, two, you'll be understanding people a lot more intuitively. You're going to be more sensitive to what people are thinking and feeling. Spiritual subjects might fascinate you under this transit. So that's a great day for any type of spiritual reading. Now, July 10th, Mars enters Virgo. Okay, so Mars was in Leo before this, and now it's in Virgo and entering Virgo July 10th. And it's going to be about work. Okay, so you're going to increase power, endeavor, passion, especially when it comes to employment, health, and observation, organization. All that is happening. If you're into pets, animals, all that is going to be under this Mars entering Virgo. You're also going to be into working and like somewhat of a workhorse, and details, and patience. There's an energy of moving slower. Sometimes losing sight of the bigger picture happens whenever you have a Mars in Virgo. Let me see. Do I have the transit here? Yes, I do. So anytime you have the Mars in Virgo, you're going to have that energy. I'm still trying to figure out why it's not showing you guys both, but whatever. I'll let it go. What else? With Mars in Virgo, we are going to be more precise and concerned about performance. Oh, what did I say? Also to be careful, because you're going to be more into like details and not like, it's like tunnel vision is what you get. Also to Mars and Virgo energy is very critical. Okay, so everything has to be perfect. I can't release it. Everything has to be perfect. That is the energy anytime you're dealing with Virgo. So be aware of that, and that caused some nervousness and some tension and some irritability. Also, there could be some, whenever Mars is going to have a bad transit, okay, it's going to have some problems with some coworkers or some health problems, okay, or problems not organizing things very well. So be aware of that. Also, don't criticize others, because you're on this perfect energy, okay? And because when you're criticizing others under Virgo energy, it's really self-hating. Okay, so that is what you have for Mars and Virgo. I will probably do a podcast on that and do how that really affects the collective when I'm talking about politics and stuff, because like Mars and Leo, I did a podcast on and talked about fires, and then we had the Canada fires which affected New York. So yes, that should be coming soon. Mercury opposes Pluto the same day, and the planet of communication, your day-to-day activities, is challenged by the planet of transformation, okay, and change. So you're dealing with the energy of family and mother and security and feminine energy, and now it's challenged with change. And Pluto is in the sign of Capricorn, which is also representing government and limits and structure. Okay. And this could be some internal stuff because it's in retrograde. So there might be some issues with that, like your family, and it's opposite of structure, okay, or rules. So just deal with that, or your home and rules, or your mom and rules. It's a good chance for maybe getting to the bottom of any problem whenever you have things opposing each other, either in a relationship or another encounter between you or someone else. You may have a conflict, an intellectual conflict with someone. Maybe you're trying to change someone and they're like, what? You can't change me through communication because you're dealing with Mercury. This combination rules also propaganda. So be aware of that, and indoctrination. Any communication that is designed to change the way you're thinking can happen. So be aware of being the one doing it are receiving it. This transit is also good for getting a hidden and secret things, especially elements of yourself. Also, too, because Pluto represents is in Capricorn, which is representing government. Beware of the propaganda with the government. Okay, you should also be careful if you feel compulsive or obsessed by or anything that day, because your mind can totally take it up with a single thing and not the big thing. Okay, be aware of that energy. Mercury enters Leo. Wait, why did I have Mercury entering Leo when it enters Virgo? I don't know why that's in there. When is it? It just entered Virgo, July 10th. Wait, do I have it on here? I should have it on here. Yes. Wait, why is it entered twice? Let me look and see. Hold on 1 second. I'm going to look my app to see what is the date, July 10th. Oh, I have it on July 10th. Where's my Mercury? Oh, it did enter Leo. Does it retrograde? No, it doesn't retrograde. Why do I have it entering Virgo? Is that from a different? No. Oh, Mars into Virgo. Sorry, Mars into Virgo. I don't know what. I need to eat, you guys. I'm doing this without eating. Okay, Mercury enters Leo that day. So we have Mars entering Virgo and we have Mercury entering Leo. And you guys are probably reading it like, it doesn't say, you're talking about Mars. I am sorry. That's what I'm saying. I need to eat. We're almost finished. So whenever we have Mercury entering Leo, people are going to be more bold and confident and courageous in the way you think. Very grand thoughts, okay? So you're going to be thinking bigger and bold thoughts and more expansive, very theatrical energy. And even like when telling stories and speeches, oh my gosh, the drama in telling stories will be happening. You may not be a good listener. Because it's all about me, 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 me. I am on the stage. Also, very fixed energy. So, decision making is going to be like, I know what I feel strong in what I believe. So watch out for being not too flexible with this energy. We may take the lead with this energy, so it's very positive in a lot of aspects because you're going to be creative and you're going to be confident and bold. At the same time, you're going to be a little stubborn. Okay, maybe not a little, and maybe even not scared of conflicts when you have Mercury entering Leo. Now, July 11th, the Mercury in Leo is squaring our lunar nodes. And the lunar nodes are the points, they're opposite of each other, okay? And they're connected to the sun and the moon, and they're celestial energies, okay? So the 2 points represent the fate and destiny in your natal chart, and they teach us about karma and equilibrium in our life. The north and the south nodes are highly spiritual placements, okay? So one represents our subconscious, our destiny, and this is the north node, okay? Our soul, our fulfillment, our divine fate. And the south node represents our subconscious, our past life, our past lives, lessons, and what we learned along the way to motivate us from not repeating the past. So the north node is the conscious, and It's about the present and the future. And the south is about the past, okay? And it's the subconscious. So Mercury puts a strong emphasis on intellect and communication faculties and intelligence and rational logic, and it's squaring. So that means the lunar nodes. And that means we skip some steps, okay? And there's going to be lessons and struggles, maybe from our past life, that we need to address in this current life. Or maybe something from the past, if you don't believe in past life, that you need to handle in this life. There could be frustrations or even painful repeated themes that's constantly brought up. And Mercury squaring the North Node, you may have brought over considerable intellectual talents that must be used in a positive way, and maybe you're using it in a negative way. So be aware of that. July 11th. July 14th, we have the sun in Cancer still, sextile Uranus, and Uranus is in the sign of Taurus. So you're gonna really want to do something different again. Be out and do what's not normal, and maybe you're doing something with your family that's not normal because you're dealing with the Cancer sun, or with your mom that's not normal, right? This transit can make your life a little bit more interesting. On another level, you'll find it relatively easy to act freely, and you're not going to be really into restrictions. Which if you're into it, people are going to be like, what's wrong with you? Why are you acting so different? You can use this transit to make change in your immediate surroundings, because we're talking about the home. So if it's something that you need to change, is a time to change it. If there's some type of rules, it's sextile, right? So the energy is there to help you do it, but you have to get up and do the change. July 17th, Mercury, which is in Leo, is squaring Jupiter, which is in Taurus. So you're going to speak very boldly about your resources, okay? Like, give me my money. Okay. You're going to be very fixed or stubborn about your resources or about your body. It could actually make you feel optimistic and positive about life if you're inclined to making big plans on a long range kind of thinking. The negative side to this transit is that it could be destructive. So be aware of sloppy details, because you're bigger than ever and you're thinking bigger and not thinking smaller. Okay. Very hard to plan anything in a very careful, detailed way. So recognize that. The nature of this transit makes it quite easy to correct these faults, though. If you're aware of them, then you can change it. Okay. New moon in Cancer, same day. That happens at 11:32 Pacific Standard Time, just so you know. So the moon meets the energy and it's going to go at home in Cancer. I'm a Cancer. So it can feel very like an emotional roller coaster, because Cancer is very moody. New moon can bring intense feelings, dreams, and behaviors. New moons are the astrology version of an emotional reset. Okay. So set your intentions that day. I will have a video on that. Cancer new moon represents opportunity that can gain clarity in your inner life, your roots, your past, and maybe even close relationships. The new moon is also very feminine, divinely feminine energy. Okay. So it's all about introspective and internal. It's very yin, soft, receptive. It seeks knowledge internally instead of externally. The Cancer new moon calls for inner contemplation. Okay. Conversations with ourselves. Retreat into your shell. Cancer energy is going to teach us how to feel. Be ready for that. Lunar nodes are going to enter Aries and Libra that same day as the new moon. So you'll have that. And the lunar nodes travel. Okay. So the North Node is going to Aries, and Aries is all about getting it started. Okay. Acceleration, moving fast, passion, and your drive. The South Node is going, and remember, the North Node is the going forward in life. The South Node is the past. Okay. And the South Node is going into Libra. So there's about balance and justice and collaboration. That is the theme you have for those nodes. And we're dealing with them on the axis. They're on the same axis because it's always opposite of each other. And so there is a balance between independent and dependent. Okay. And be aware of that. And it's about taking charge, but yet creating a balance in taking charge. How can your strength and your personal and powerful relationships with yourself be maintained in a balanced way? So be aware of that. Focus on integrity, okay? And self awareness. But like the Aries is going to like Libra school, okay? Aries is like, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna be a leader, I'm gonna be a bold, and Libra is gonna be like, okay, well, let's do it in a nice way. Okay, that is what you're gonna get. July 20th, the Sun trines Neptune. Trine again, remember, is very positive, very harmonious. Let me see. Do I have these here? That's July 30th. No, June 30th. See, I'm hungry. And we already discussed these. And yes, oh, we're here. Okay. So, but first we're doing the 20th. So the Sun trines Neptune. Very positive, very Neptune is all about the subconscious and intuition and your identity with your past, because we're dealing with Cancer, or with your family. Will welcome secrets because Neptune is all about what's hidden. Okay. This transit arouses inner idealism and gives you a strong desire to understand deeper, more spiritual level of reality, both emotional and intellectual. Your ideas may be wanted. Someone may request your help and call for help from you. Okay. So be aware, happy for this. On another level, this transit can increase sensitivity. You're going to be more sensitive with the world around you. Now, trine is very natural. You're not going to have to do much effort. It's going to come to you. Okay. Also, that same day, Mars is opposing Saturn. So you could be a person that could do work that requires great concentration and very meticulous energy, but also have been working on a project of some sort. And now it's time to close because Saturn is about ending. We have conflict with pursuing the details with rules and regulation. For a lot of people, this is extremely irritating because there's great patience with this energy, and some don't like patience. Okay. I'm a Mars and Gemini. It's going to be interesting. That's all I got to say. You are likely to encounter irritability and anger with this energy. Others will hit your psychological weak spots with this. Okay. Be aware the proper response is to recognize that the person hurt you in some way and just air it out. Okay. Don't just communicate and be calm. And be aware. Mars is all about aggression and war, right? And now it's opposing rules and regulations. So be aware of that. Now, July 21st, Sun is opposing Pluto in Capricorn. It's also retrograde. So you don't want to go through a transformation. Maybe when it comes to your home or your maybe the transformation is at your job or your reputation. It's affecting your home. Okay. Intense encounters with other people and circumstances, which will reveal aspects of your life that maybe you didn't understand and you probably tried to ignore it. Okay. Because Pluto is about change and you're like, I don't want to change. So be aware that machinery that day could be breaking. It's not Mercury. It's more like you got to just repair it. Okay. This transit is by no means difficult or bad. It can be a time when your ambitions and the forces of creative changing your life, which is ending. Okay, basically be aware that things may be ending and you're trying not to have it end. So be aware of that. It's okay. It's bringing awareness to it. Sun squares the lunar nodes. And remember, the sun is all about the body and your vigor and your energy and your feelings and also like your health and your psyche. Also have to deal with men in general because sun is the men energy and the moon is women. And when you have square, it's stress. Okay. And there's no easy way to win. And you have to just let it go. It's like it's going halfway, it's not going the whole way. And there's issues there. There's conflict with that energy. And it's doing that with the north and south node. Okay. And it's going against, it's not meeting halfway the energy of acceleration and moving forward, and also balance and harmony. And this is when it's your sun, your health, your body, your energy system, okay, your ego, are men. So just be aware of that. What else do we have? July. Okay, but basically that means that you're likely torn between your past and your future with those themes. Okay. Yes. Okay. So July 22nd. Now, this is the last thing that I'm discussing, and the next video will be horoscopes, so you can be selfish and just go ahead and jump into yourself. But July 22nd, and that's not in this video, this is just Cancer season. Okay. Also, I forgot to say that I'm going to do everything Cancer video. I'm a little late on it because I am a Mars in Gemini and a Venus in Gemini, so I've been hanging out with a bunch of Geminis. Okay. So I'm just like, oh, I need a break. So here we are. But I just want to throw this out here. I want to do, I will be doing a more detailed video on this. And Venus stations retrograde. And do I have it on here? Oh, I don't have the degrees, but in 28 degrees, right? And also, you guys, I'm not new to live, but I've been new in trying different things. So that's me trying some different things. But Venus stationed retrograde in 28 degrees, okay? And 28 is a Cancer degree. So also be aware if you have Venus in that degree, around that degree, but it's dealing with home. It's dealing with home, nurture, traditions, loyalty, faith, home, mother, water. Okay. And Venus is the planet of romance, emotional nature, aesthetics, love, beauty, what we value and what we pleasure. Venus is the ruler day of Venus is Friday. It's today's Friday that I'm filming this. So it's all about what do you pleasure, have fun, socializing, right? And it's going retrograde. Okay, so let me just explain some few things, and I'll do a more detailed video on this. But let me just say, okay, 4 months of Venus is what we're going to get in the sign of Leo. That's a long time because normally Venus stays in the sign for 30 days, but now it's 4 months of Leo energy. So like me dressing the way I'm dressing is very Venus and Leo energy for the collective. I want you to comprehend. I hope you understand. And it's going to stay there for 4 months. Not only that, but it's retrograde. Okay. And retrogrades last usually 6 months, 6 weeks. Okay. And Venus retrograde happens every 18 months. Okay. Here we go. June 19th is going to enter its shadow phase at 12 degrees. So if you have Venus or if Taurus, your sun sign is a Taurus or Libra, 12 degrees, be aware of that. It's connected to you. Okay. And also if you're a Taurus or Libra, this energy may affect you. It's going to affect you. Be aware of that. Okay. Because your ruler is in retrograde. Okay. So also, when you have Venus in retrograde, which is not moving backwards, but it just makes me think of reverse, okay? Because I do tarot and I think of the cards in reverse. All this boldness and sexiness and courage is going to flip. And what does that look like? It's insecurity, it's lack of confidence, right? Oh, I look amazing, I love the way my arms look, turns into, wait, do my arms do this? That is the energy when you have Venus in retrograde. It's also in the 12 degrees is also a Pisces degree. So but it doesn't stay there because it's going to go 28 fully stationed. So but Pisces is like drugs or illusion or your psyche, your feet, endings. Okay. Now, Leo rules the heart because Venus is in the heart. So matters of the heart, that may be a big issue when Venus stations retrograde. Okay. And it's going to be more masculine energy. Whenever I see Leo not living in their light, even though Leo is masculine, but masculine can go woo, just like feminine can go woo. Okay. So like masculine is strong and like that's what you get with masculine, and everyone needs to hear what I have to say, and it's external energy. But what if it's too external? That becomes too aggressive, too conflict, too, you get what I'm saying? Is overly masculine. We love masculine energy. Well, I do. Okay. I love masculine and feminine. Me, it's got to be a balance, right? Okay. So now what if it's too masculine? Wow. Okay. So you're going to have more masculine. You're going to have more drama. Okay. Are you watching Love and Hip Hop and you're like, why can I stop loving? Watching Love and Hip Hop? The drama is bigger. Venus in retrograding, right? And then reflecting on the past and past relationships, that's going to be a thing. Creating is going to be flipped because it's dealing with creativity, okay? And romance is also very Leo. And what is that going to look like with this Venus retrograding, okay? Reconnect, remind, reassess, review, and reverse. Slow it down whenever you have a celestial body station retrograde, okay? So you can have lack of confidence, lack of courage, self-doubt, self-worth, vanity, because now it could be complete opposite of the self, but now I'm too full of myself and no one can tell me anything. So today I'm wearing this, tomorrow's just covers, never covers, okay? Low energy in Venus. Anything Venus is just think of it low, okay? Which I said, like the aesthetics is low, the beauty is low, the love is low. What you value is low. Venus also naturally attracts things. So why am I not attracting things naturally? You're going to have to put more work. So all these beautiful people who are just naturally beautiful because they have great Venus energy, now they got to put in work. It's going to teach them, like, because every time we're dealing with retrograde, it teaches you anyway. So the people are going to have to work even harder. That's what you're going to learn through this energy. So also too, seeking validation and insecurity, low self-esteem. There's breakups, there's closures, there's lessons in love and close relationships, self-expression in art and creativity. All is going to be shook it with this energy. Okay. So that's basically what we get for Cancer season. And that goes towards Leo. So we're going to put that over there with the Leos. July 22nd. Because July 22nd, we also have Leo season begins. Now, I'm going to do horoscopes in the next video, so go ahead and look that up. I am going to eat first, so I'm going to do you a favor and eat before I do that, but we will be doing horoscopes in the next video. And yes, I hope you guys, oh, actually, let me pull some oracle for a Cancer season. I'm like, where's my tarot cards? Oh, I actually see. I'll pull oracle and tarot cards. And this is the Wild Muse oracle. Ooh, manifestation magic. Okay, manifesting magic. So this is use the new moon to manifest your magic and whatever you dream of during Cancer season, especially because we're going to deal with Cancer. Okay, let me pull some tarot cards to go with this theme. Ooh. We have this victim in reverse. So it's not about playing the victim because you can manifest your magic. So usually in the upright, this is a person who feels in prison and they can't do, but no, this Cancer season, you can do. So you need to manifest your magic this Cancer season. Let me see what else we have. Pull another one because I just feel like it, even though I should be eating. It's a very positive season for you guys. This says the best of you. I don't know if you, oh, I should have showed this up close. This is manifesting magic. And let me show the cards. The 8 of Swords in reverse. Okay, and the best of you. Ooh, okay. Now, this season, Cancer season, give the best of you. I mean, Venus is not in retrograde. It's perfectly fine. So give your all, be glamorous, be bold, be courageous, be creative. What else with the best of you? Also living your light. This is dealing with the three. Three is movement. When you give the best of you, you see movement, you see progression. Let me pull a tarot card to further explain this. Ooh, the best of you. Give the best of you when you're collaborating. Give the best of you when you're learning. Give the best of you when you're networking. Give the best of you when you're learning from others, working with others, collaborating with others. Okay. And that's what we have. You know what? I don't know why. I feel the need to do three because it's three pulls. Now, update your system during this Cancer season. So, you need to upgrade or change something. So, you know how like a phone starts to update on its own? You need to upgrade something. Let's see what else we have. And it's eight. Usually, eight is, to me, I think of eight as the eighth house. So, there needs to be a transformation here. Let's see. And movement and progression. Ooh, okay. So, update your systems when it comes to giving. Update your systems when it comes to giving or receiving. The way you receive things, you need to update and change it. The way you give things needs to be updated and changed. Very interesting. Makes me think of the North Node and the South Node energy. So, yes, that is it. I hope, and this is the coin. So this is dealing with the way you receive things for your health and your food and your resources, or your coin, okay? Or your job and your career, okay? I hope you guys understood that. I hope it comprehends, and I hope you enjoyed. Until next time, bye.